guys have clicked seeing the clickbait title. I'll get onto what the actual thing is in the video. There is going to be genuine piece of advice slash a opinion I hold. But it isn't going to be something that's just like a quick actionable tip. They're like, oh, just implement this program or just stop doing X or Y exercise. Because honestly, I think at this point, most people in the fitness industry or people who lift know that's kind of bullshit. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. It's that a lot of people don't really buy into what they're doing in the gym. And whether that be because they're scared of looking weak comparatively, or they're just too obsessed with optimization early to where they think before they actually start putting in major effort, they have to have the perfect program. And I think it's probably one of the leading causes of people not getting as strong as they want, as big as they want, etc., etc. Because the way you actually get better at all these skills, such as the skill of developing a bigger, better physique or becoming stronger in the gym, isn't by constantly chasing the last 0.2% that the very, very top level guys need that have already gone through the entire process of figuring out what works for them. Is to go out there and figure out what works for you through all this experience and trial and error, but you actually have to put effort into it. If you're not bought into what you're doing at any time, you're chasing that 0.2% that you may get from the best ever program that you could attempt without having that 50% plus that comes from all the effort that you need to do. And I think getting over that hump kind of has to be like, you internally realize that you don't really have to stick to everyone else's standards. It doesn't matter what your rate of progression was before, or if you didn't hit X or Y number that people think you should have hit by now. Most of the stuff on the internet is just noise, and you have to ignore that noise, because in the end of the day, no one knows what your body is like, how you respond to things, how your body moves, right? Or how you grow and develop. Of course, there's some basic principles that everyone has to follow, but someone saying you not having 18-inch arms in 2026 means you should quit the gym shouldn't be a thing for you to quit the gym. It also shouldn't be a thing for you to feel bad about, oh my gosh, lifters now have it so bad because we have all of these big strength standards, these big physique standards that we have to live up to. It's so hard. If you feel bad for yourself, that's going to be limiting you in the same way, because you're just going to keep thinking, oh, I'm not reaching that goal, and keep internalizing the fact that you didn't reach it yet. That you'd be limiting yourself from maybe reaching it faster than you will in this method, because you'll keep putting in the consistent effort, thinking, oh, let's say it's 18-inch arms. 18-inch arms, I don't have those yet, I'm not close, I'm at 13 or 14, but I'll get to 15, I'll get to 16, to 17, I'll get to 18. Instead of thinking if I don't have 18 by then, by this time, then 15 is my lifetime goal. You keep looking at 15 as this big number that you'll never surpass, and maybe it ends up being that big number that you never surpass just because you had it in your head that you wouldn't. I think a lot of stuff with lifting is overblown in terms of the mental aspect of things, like, oh, we're going to war, we're doing this, we're doing that. It's never that serious. There's people out there who are literally dying, putting their lives on the line just to put another meal on their plate and feed their family, and not knowing if they'll be able to. That's so much more serious than lifting. But I think there is a major component still of your mental and how you respond to all these outside stimuli, and I think just blocking them out majorly from affecting you in a negative way, where you know they'll affect you in a negative way, is going to be beneficial. Such as, you know, if every time you look at lifting Instagram, you always just feel bad about yourself, don't look at lifting Instagram. It'll be hard initially, but obviously eventually you'll get over it. Then maybe the guys who you were looking at a while back on IG who were like way, way stronger than you, now you're hitting the same numbers or bigger numbers than they were then. And you come back and you're like, okay, I can actually hang with these guys. If I had kept feeling bad for myself this whole time, I probably wouldn't have been able to, right? And those are just things I wanted to talk about. Is like actually buying into your training and being cognizant of the fact that putting in effort is going to be the major driver of your progress, regardless of what you're doing, as long as it's a program that you can recover from and has you working hard to some extent, or any extent, right? You're going to grow from it in terms of your strength, your work capacity, and your physique. So just don't be afraid to put in that effort early, instead of just chasing after optimization or being so worried about what everyone else thinks about you that doesn't know you or can't possibly know you. The optimization and the specific personalization that you're going to have for your own training is going to come much later, when you actually figure all that stuff out. Anyway, if you guys liked the video, drop a like. If you have anything to comment on that I said, just do it in the comment box. It also helps drive the engagement if you guys want to see me be successful on this app. Anyway, once again, thank you for watching, and I hope you like and subscribe.